It's your boy Imperial Valley bringing you the latest chapters of One Piece. Let's get into it. Chapter titles: The Captain Koby Incident. Chapter opens up with the Redhead Shanks pirates near Sphinx Island, which is Whitebeard's homeland in the New World. And then you got Marco the Phoenix just hopping off the boat, well, ship rather, telling them thank you and I'm leaving. And he's gonna actually just retire there at the Sphinx Island, which is Whitebeard's homeland. So you got Shanks just asking once again the firm like, "You sure you ain't gonna join us?" So Marco makes a very funny comment about it, like, "Man, look, I'm getting too old to be babysitting this legendary old generation of pirates and stuff." And then it shifts to Yamato. Now we finally get the reasoning to why Yamato actually doesn't join the Straw Hats, and she explains to Luffy like, without Kaido being there, it's like, all right, cool. Without him being there, now Wano is actually opened up to like having so many big threats actually coming and posing and probably trying to overslave Wano. And then she actually states, without that, like honestly, like without the whole and like impressive hockey, like that strong monstrous hockey, like the Navy would have never backed off. Like they only backed off because of they sent a very strong hockey, and that's why they only backed off because of that. Other than that, they wasn't backing off. And then it shifts to the Empress Island, the Amazon Lily Island, home of the Empress Boa Hancock, and it shows Hancock being saddened because the Navy just surrounding her island. It's like she feel bad because it's like with me just still being in here, it's like I'm the threat. Like my family, like the people on this island, is not gonna ever be safe due to the simple fact that I am actually just here. Like I am the threat for people, and so she like, you know what? I think I better just go and marry Luffy. She always like that, and it's like, yo, it's funny because even in this kind of situation, she just always think about marrying Luffy, and it's like, wow, that's crazy. And then they show Kobe actually arriving on the scene, try to actually capture Boa, and it's like, well, that's interesting. So they have a little conversation going back and forth, and then the Emperor of the Sea, Blackbeard, makes a return. He makes a return in this chapter, and it's shocking because it's like, yo, who would have ever thought Blackbeard would have business with Boa Hancock? It's like, yo, what is he doing on there? Like, what's his end game going there? So he pulls up. He looking like, look here, like I'm just here to do my business, do my thing. Like your power is interesting. So it's an interesting but very formidable power, and it's very hard to captivate with that. And it's like, yo, so Boa Hancock ultimately turned his people and some of the Navy people to stone with her devil fruit, which is like snake fruit, I believe. It's like Medusa in a sense, if you want to do the whole stone gaze thing. So that's essentially what happens. And then, so the Marine from Vegapunk, which is a Marine, like he's a scientist, he actually makes new pacifistas out of the images of the warlords and the Lunarians, which was like a legendary race. So a Lunarian pacifista goes head to head with Whitebeard, and it's like, yo, it's like they really going head to head, and it's so crazy. A pacifista, which is science is made, versus one of the Yonko of the sea, and it's like that's so crazy, man. Like, who would have ever thought that they'd be able to even go toe to toe with the Emperor of the Sea, a Yonko? And then, just as we know it, y'all, we get a whole reveal for Blackbeard's and Boa Hancock bounty. Blackbeard's bounty follows 3,996,000,000, a few million less than Shanks, which is quite interesting, and it's actually above Luffy's. And I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like he's actually a real big threat with his two double fruits, and it's crazy. And Boa Hancock's bounty is 1,659,000,000 berries. And it's like, yo, so, and then it shows Blackbeard actually choking Hancock. And it's like, so with that being essentially, it stops all devil fruits if he make contact with you. So she is powerless. And then, just as we know it, Koby looking like, yo, relax. Like, we don't gotta kill her because, like, even so, Blackbeard looking at her like, yo, even if we kill her, our people still gonna be set in stone. Even if the next devil fruit user with this is like, you can't reverse that because it's not the previous person who did it. And it's like, yo, that's actually an interesting fact to know. But what's more interesting is Blackbeard is just really like, you know what? I'd rather just kill you and just replace my crew members than letting you go and possibly having you actually turn me to stone. So Koby tries to plead with him, but to no avail. And shockingly, the legendary Dark King Rayleigh makes an appearance, and he actually apologized to Boa for being late. And then he safely ensures Blackbeard, look, she's gonna turn y'all people back, but in doing so, y'all gotta leave this island safely. Leave it alone and mind your business. And then we get a reveal that his wife Shaky is actually the former empress of Amazon Lily. She's the ex-captain of the Kojo Pirates, and it's like, yo, that is so interesting. We would have never thought. Who'd ever thought that? And then it's crazy because one of these Lunarian pacifistas actually looked like a young version of Boa, and it's like, wow, that's quite interesting right there, and I'm shocked. And then it shows at the end, it shows Blackbeard left as he did, but it shows Koby was actually kidnapped and they in places unknown. And it's like, wow. Like he actually really just straight up and kidnapped Koby. And it's like, yo, what do y'all think is gonna happen? Do you think he got like an alternative motive or this a bigger part of a picture of a plan for Blackbeard? Do you think this is like he just trying to lure out the straw hats? Like what y'all think he's really what you think his end goal is? And honestly, have an awesome day. Imperial Valley out. Like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Peace.